Hello students and namaste everyone. I am Dhaval sir and our today's topic is your supplementary reader chapter number 2 Children at Work. So students, we have already discussed this chapter's summary in brief. In the another part of this chapter we had discussed uh, about the first part. As I told you that this chapter is divided into three parts. We had discussed about the first part where a boy named Velu left his home and he reaches at a Chennai station where a girl of her age tries to communicate with this boy, and she tries to help the boy out from the problem or the situation where he was, right? And as the boy did not know anyone at this place, that is Chennai, he didn't have any kind of option, and as he was very much hungry, he needed the help of someone or the other, so he decides to follow the girl and take her help. So now in today's lecture we'll discuss about the second part of the chapter, okay, and try to understand it. Fine. So Velu follows his friend through the crowded streets to a big building. Behind the building there is a big garbage bin. Velu wonders why they are there at all. Right, so that is what we are going to discuss in this second part. He caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. So he immediately made up his mind because he didn't have any kind of choice, right? And he started following the girl. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. Smoke and dust flew at him from all the sides, making his head spin. Right. So making his head spin means giving him a headache. Okay. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. Velu kept hesitating, and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. That means the girl was living at that place only, and she was well familiar with the situation of that place, so she could easily cross the road, and she also dragged the boy with him. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows? If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. So here chutney means to, if he didn't move from the road, then he would have been killed. Okay. Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at Central Station and the traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? So there was so much traffic on the road that he was so much worried that his heart was still beating fast, and he was turning back, and he was still imagining that how is it possible that he could cross such a busy street. Okay. They walked along the side of the road under some huge signboards. So usually the signboards are the hoardings where the uh, logos and the advertising of the different brands are done. Velu looked up at the pictures: banyans, car tires, pens, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant, right? So here it is the description about the hoarding and what all things were there on the hoarding. So here, as it is written that the writing was all in English and he didn't know what it meant, it suggests that the boy didn't know English. He might have learned, or he might have learned things in his school or wherever he have learned, he might have learned in his regional language. The girl turned onto a wide bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railings. Under him, the road ran into the city. In the distance, he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. Okay, so further, see that big building with the wall around it. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. Bars means the girl is talking about the jail, right? If a person is put behind the bars, he'll have no work other than counting the bars. So the girl grinned and pointed at a huge building. Grin means smile broadly, like this. Okay. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign, Central Gene. So squinted means look at something with one or both the eyes partially closed, right? So whenever something is at distant place, we try to look at it with partial eyes, like this, right? So in this similar fashion or similar way, Velu was trying to read out what was written on the building. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught. That's all. Right. So the girl is saying that if you have already left your home, and if you are caught, then you will be put behind the bars. What does she mean? Velu wondered. Right. So Velu was totally confused, and he was wondering why she is saying that I'll be put behind the bars, because he had not done anything wrong. Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge. Heading down means going down, right? We know that bridge usually it is having a slope or a slant. Okay, because below the bridge there are other roads crossing by. So heading down the bridge with the sack on her shoulder, what was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? Who is asking this? Velu. Things, bottles, paper, right? So Velu wondered what she was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. Right? So he was wondering why this girl is collecting all these things in her sack. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and the Velu's bare feet burned. Right. So as he had not worn anything in his feet, it started burning. It was totally bare feet. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? He is asking. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. Shri Raja Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyan Mandapam, read Velu slowly. So these are the wordings, right? It was actually a marriage hall where they had reached. A sign with letters made of flowers said, Groom, J.V. Vinayagan, and bride, Rani. So it was a place where the marriage was going on. Marriage hall where the marriage was going on. Velu stared at the big cars parked outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and roses tapped onto it. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly, and stuck it in her hair. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and the people inside. Right, so he thought that the girl might take him to the marriage hall where the other people were eating. Okay. Hopes, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. Right, so she's saying that I also hope the same thing. Right, shaking her thumb under his nose. Okay. She led him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Two goats were standing on the pile fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed around their legs. Buzzed means making sound. There was a rotten smell in the air. Rotten smell means a foul or a bad smell. Right? Foul or a bad smell. The girl picked up a squashy banana. Squashy means squeezed out. And held it out to Velu. Held it out to Velu means she tried to give it to Velu. Here is your food. Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftovers? Chee. What do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. Here, some more, catch. Right, so the girl was not listening to Velu, right, and she was just finding out the food and trying to give it to Velu. Okay, she threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. Right, so distaste means what? Right, so distaste means less interested or a mild dislike. Okay, he didn't like because he had never eaten food from such kind of garbage. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? Right, so even the girl is saying that I also don't like eating food from the garbage, but we don't have money and therefore we have to do it. You think I like it? I told you I'll find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. Right, so this is what the girl is saying. You would better eat what you get until you have your own money. Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. Right, he was so hungry that he couldn't stop himself and he gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more. That much hungry he was. But the girl could find only one more banana which she ate herself. Okay? Further, it's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. Right? So this is what the girl is saying, that they have only eaten their tiffin. That means they have done only the breakfast and still the lunch is pending. Right? So if you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I am going. Right, because the girl was very busy collecting the garbage. She didn't have time to wait over there. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Heap means the pile of garbage. Okay. Then she walked off. Velu panicked. He realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. It was better to stick to her. Better to stick to her means to stay with her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after her again. Hey, he called. He didn't even know the girl's name. Hey, what is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. Right, so he was hurrying, running behind her, and he tried to ask the girl's name. She stopped and turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name. Right, so this is what she is saying. Then she is saying her name, which is Jaya. I'm not following you. What then? Who got you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Right, so these are the wordings of the boy. Come if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home to get another one. So the sack which she was carrying was full with the garbage, and therefore she had to go home to carry the empty sack. Now the third part of the chapter begins. Right, so there is a row of huts near some dirty puddles. Outside one of the huts, Jaya dumps her sack. Grateful to his friend, Velu thinks of the days ahead. So this is what is the description of the third part. That means they went, they needed to go home at Jaya's place, where she was going to get a empty sack for carrying the garbage. Okay, so Jaya and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. Right, so a stream of water was passing over there, and the girl is giving the description of the place. We are in Triplicane. Triplicane is the oldest neighborhood of Chennai. That means it is a place near the Chennai. See, that's the Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Okay, so she's giving the description of the place. Velu stared. That means he was confused. Right. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. Right, so it was totally like a slum area where the huts were made, and even those huts were made out of very strange things. They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. They stood crookedly. Crookedly means not in a straight manner, it was in a shaky or in a bend. Right, that means all the houses were here and there, not in a proper straight line, and looked as if they would fall any moment. That means the houses were kacha house, and they could fall at any moment. Right, is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. So, Velu is saying about their village where the houses are built in such a way. Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. Right, so shove means to push roughly. That means she pushed uh, Velu and told him to come with him. At least help me now. Here, wear this and come with me. Right. So what does Jaya do? Right. She gives him a pair of shoes. She threw him a pair of old shoes with laces, without laces, and pushed a sack and a stick into his hands. Okay, so she's giving him a pair of old shoes and pushed a sack and a stick into his hands. That means she gives a sack as well as a stick to the boy. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? Right, so he was very much confused. And as he was, why he was confused? Because he didn't know what the girl used to do, what work she did. The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. Weeding means to remove the unwanted plants, and taking cows out to graze. So these are the works done at the farm or a farmhouse. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. So Velu is asking to Jaya because he had already the experience of working at the farmhouse. Okay. She laughed and thumped her stick onto the ground. Farms? There are no farms here. We are rag pickers. Rag pickers, as we know, the people who collect the garbage and sell it to the scrapper. That means a person who sells the or buys the scrap. Rag pickers? See my sack full of things I collected. Collected from where? Asked Velu. From rubbish bins? Where else? You collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. A. Blockhead. Blockhead means a stupid person, right? So, it's not any rubbish, right? Usually the rag pickers, they don't collect all the things or the litter, whatever is lying on the or around the places, but only few things like paper, plastic, glass, such things. We sell it to Jam Bazaar Jaggu. Jam Bazaar Jaggu, that means she's talking about the place where she sells the things, right? But this fellow is very much confused. Velu was puzzled, that means he was confused. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anyone want to buy rubbish? Who is Jam Bazaar Jaggu? Why is he buying all these things? Right, so he is totally confused. You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Who is saying this? Jaya. Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Right, so what is said over here, that Velu didn't leave his home to collect the garbage and do such kind of things. Jaya poked at him with her stick. Right? So, poked means to point out at him. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we didn't get anything. Don't just stand there posing. Big hero. I'm trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? Right, so ultimately she is again and again asking him and trying to uh, do a kind of blackmailing. Okay. Velu scratched his head and sighed. I'll do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. So, the job what he was doing right now of rag picking was not liked by him at all, and he is just thinking that I will continue with this job until I find a suitable and a better job than this. So, here is what the story is all about, and here the chapter gets over, and we'll also end our lecture. Thank you everyone for watching my video.